Efficiency 1 leggings? In Java, you can only get these in creative, and on Bedrock you can't even create them there, but for a very short window, these are available on Bedrock thanks to the world's funniest bug. Alongside a second bug set you might find in the trial chambers. These are rare and I've joked about them for years, but I've decided to finally try to get my hands on some in my Let's Play world to add to the Cursed Museum. So the story about how this exists comes all the way back from 1.16 because there was a fun bug which caused the iron axe with efficiency to be replaced with a leather cap, something which we found on accident while speedrunning. Also, yeah, there's an obsidian room actually, now that I think about it. And there's also, oh, okay, a leather cap, efficiency 1? How did that even... Okay, you know, I'm not going to think about it. This bug was fixed in 1.16.20, but then it came back in 1.16.30, and in 1.19.70, it changed to be a leather tunic. If this wasn't bizarre enough, when they tried to fix that, it changed into leather pants, and then leather boots, and then a chain helmet, a chain chestplate, and now we have chain leggings with efficiency 1. And we can even see from the 1.21.20 preview that it's actually going to change again to be the chain boots of efficiency, which will then be combined with the removal of the other set of cursed gear we'll be sharing in this video. So it's now or never if you want to get efficiency leggings. It's now or never if you want to get the odd trial chamber gear. And so I've decided now, and all I've got to do is find the woodland mansion, except oh, they're incredibly rare. And even within this incredibly rare structure, you have to find an incredibly rare room, and that is how we're going to find it. Except I also can't explore much more of my world as my file size is already 1 GB and I don't want to load in many chunks so that I can explore them in future updates. How will I get the rare cursed leggings? Well, firstly, with good prep, I'm going to need a lot of fireworks, and so what I recommend at that point is just bring an entire stack of gunpowder and paper, make sure that you have the ability to travel very quickly, and that requires also a block. Obsidian. I've also got this shulker box that I fill with everything required to trade with a cartographer. It's been very handy for finding trial chambers, but now I'll use it for something different. And so here it is, my Woodland Explorer map. Let's hit buy, shall we? It's really fun. I've actually gone through a couple dozen trial explorer maps at this point, but I still don't have the achievement for going through a structure from a cartographer. The reason for this is that for some reason that achievement excludes trial chambers, and so let's see how far we're going for this. So usually you would just walk or fly in the direction of the structure which you're looking for, but I have a slightly better idea, one which takes into consideration my limited world size that I want to be expanding on, and that is going to be finding this woodland mansion, which may well be 5, 6, 7, 8,000 blocks away, or maybe even 20,000, but I'm going to find this structure by using as few blocks as possible, thanks to that obsidian from earlier. Welcome to my Nether. This is a really handy Bedrock exclusive feature which shows you where you are in the overworld when you're in the Nether. It does this by, you know, timesing your coordinates by 8 and applying them to the map, which means that eventually, if I just fly in this direction, maybe avoiding fiery balls in the meantime, but if I can just fly in this direction for long enough, eventually I'll know exactly where I should place my portal down, limiting the number of new chunks I have to explore. I've been quite cautious about exploring even my Nether before. Oh, we're at the right, what is that? The right Z coordinate, but not the right X... Oh. Minecraft crashed. Unfortunate. I've never logged out of a Minecraft realm midway through flying. Fun fact, my world is stored in a realm permanently just to make sure it has a ton of backups. And so I don't know if it's going to... Oh, okay, perfect. Lovely. You know, that's exactly what I wanted. I can fairly confidently say that after going 12,000 overworld blocks away, that is exactly what I was looking for, though. And so, let's go through the portal. Hopefully just spawn directly in the mansion. Oh, so close to being correct. So that's job done, right? We flew 12,000 blocks away, and now we can get our hands on these efficiency leggings, except it's not actually quite that easy, because getting your hands on the iron axe room, or the efficiency leggings room, actually requires finding a room which isn't a guarantee. In fact, it's a lot less than a guarantee. Getting your hands on one of these is something like every 4th or 5th woodland mansion. My odds from checking were around about 20%, and that was a couple of years ago now. There are dozens and dozens of woodland mansion rooms that can spawn in a given place, sometimes containing anvils, by the way, but these different rooms all are competing for the same spots, and crucially, this one room is only found hidden away on the ground floor. It can never have windows, and so it has to be found down here and so that is something crucial, which means that we're not necessarily going to find it on our first time, but I'm really hoping we do anyway. Here's a dumb question. In the same way that you can combine 2 pickaxes together, do you think you can combine 2 very damaged anvils? I shouldn't have asked. Also, they stack, so I guess I don't need to save inventory space. To be fully sure if you have one of these tree rooms or not, it's worth digging behind every wall that you can't necessarily see behind, just to check that there's nothing in there. It's also worth grabbing all the fun chests that you go past, just in case you want some extra Vex armor trims, as I'm sure I do today. A golden apple sounds good too, actually. I'm feeling really hopeful here, but somehow that hope has just translated into me finding 3 separate damaged anvils and this one random block of dirt, which proves to you the weird generation of these places, without a single chest in sight. But this was expected. This is just Woodland Mansion 1 after all. So we might have travelled 12,000 blocks out of our way and found a structure that wasn't useful to me, but just in case Woodland Mansions become more valuable in the future, I figured it'd be useful to use this project book and just store this as like Woodland Mansions. And then we can put in there like 12,323. Although actually, I think the nether coordinates are more important. There we go. Project book is now storing useful information about the world in it. Isn't that handy? I do feel like the book and quill gets more and more handy the further into a Minecraft world you get. But speaking of further into a Minecraft world, let's go back to the cartographer. The bug's happening. I'm in the nether and I'm being attacked. It looks like I survived that. There's a skeleton that is... Pro tip, by the way. You do not want to have mobs go through the nether, because they will murder you while you have no defense. Something they're looking into fixing soon, actually. Okay, let's try this one again. Woodland Explorer map number 2. And this one is a very interesting looking map, with a single river at the very top that seems to be a bunch of blocks that way. So same thing here. I could explore what has to be at least 12,000 blocks that way, a huge addition to my world file size, or we could do not that and end up right over here, which is where the Woodland Mansion be at, although slightly more inland. Please have a tree room inside of you, mansion, and please don't murder me before I get there. Oh, pro tip, equip a totem before doing this. So I've ended up below the Woodland Mansion, but a Woodland Mansion is in fact there. Oh, it's such a weird square of map that's visible right now. I'm gonna write this one in the book as having a lush cave as well. Or a lush... You know, we'll just type in lush. Future me will know what that means. Hopefully I won't assume it's just a beautiful mansion. But a mansion definitely is here, and so let's dig our way into this from underneath. Ooh, here we are. I'm a little worried about being stomped on by a Vindicator, but this looks like as good a place as any to join a mansion. Let's go. Bottom floor only, by the way. As always, we're going to make sure we check behind any of these walls just in case there is any room there that we're missing. If we see something like this, and there's a little bit of unexplained room, we need to make sure that we know that it's not... Oh, okay, that's definitely not it. We need to make sure it's not something else. So... in this case, we seem to have found... Oh, hello there, friend. Okay, this is promising. I don't know what's on the other side of this, but it's a tree, but not the right tree room. It's weird that there are multiple tree rooms now that I think about it. I'll confirm that I'm not crazy and it's not hiding underneath there. Yeah, there's no chest. I just have it mixed up. I guess I'll take a 4th damaged anvil if the game's offering, though. A very damaged anvil, I should say. Okay, there is no sign of a tree room here, and so we rinse and repeat the same process again. Aww. Maybe a 4th time? Yes! We have it! I'm pretty sure that this little thing here, this, slightly recessed dark oak planks, is a sign to us that just behind it is one of these chests, which is a sign that just inside of it are these, the efficiency chain leggings. Ooh, what a ridiculous thing to have in a Minecraft world. A part of me is considering getting multiple, combining them together to make efficiency 2 chain leggings, but for now I think we can just take this, and we can take the small success that it comes with. Let's remove these leggings and put these ones on. Yeah, do you like my legs? They're pretty damn efficient, don't you think? Okay, we're gonna go a long way home now. Oh, by the way, I should probably address the question of how much of my world did I actually explore to do this, because I have loaded up dozens, or really, I guess hundreds, or maybe even thousands of nether chunks at this point, and I've also loaded up quite a few woodland mansions. Allow me to stand on this very oddly floating gravel and explain, because I keep my world on a realm at all times, which means that right now I can see the exact file size. Oh, not right now. Literally, in 5 seconds, I can show you the exact file size, and you can see how on July 13th, my birthday, I had 1,047 megabytes in that last week, or really, I guess we added 2 of those in the last first 4 days. So for finding 4 woodland mansions and exploring all of the Nether that came with it, it only cost me 7 megabytes. I certainly would say that's pretty damn efficient. Okay, let's go home and let's work on the second cursed items. The second cursed armor, really. It's very odd that it's both armor, but you can specifically also only get that in this update. I can always tell I'm almost home when my world starts to get incredibly strange, by the way. So, while I'm perfectly happy to have my big pile of damaged anvils here as one of my big spoils today, I think one of the other spoils that you might want to take away from this given update is that you can currently get a couple pieces of armor very, very easily that are trimmed in a way that you will not ever be able to get again. Wait, okay, I thought I was missing a chest plate, it's just my elytra. Really dumb for missing that. But there is currently a set of armor that you can only get due to a bit of a weird interaction that occurs with zombies and skeletons that spawn from ominous spawners. So when you fight an ominous spawner, you get harder zombies and harder skeletons, which means that sometimes they'll spawn with armor on. The game is specifically hard-coded for these enemies to never drop their armor. That was the reason why if they picked up your armor, they also wouldn't drop it. A big problem for a while. However, the way the game is hard-coded means that only zombies and skeletons won't have this happen to them. Things that spawn from trial spawners won't drop the trial spawner armor. However, did you know you can actually convert a zombie into a drowned, or you can convert a skeleton into a stray by having him drown in snow? It doesn't make any sense that he drowns in snow, but when he becomes a stray, then the armor is entirely fair game. And so we're going to bring back a fun segment from the Let's Plays past, because I'm going to bring some of this weird gear with me, and now I can add it to the wonderful, whimsical little curse museum we have here. So we have a couple of fun things in here. We have my end portal, we have table enchantment over here. We've of course got the dancing goons here too, but I'm going to add to all of this with 3 new figures. I feel like actually, yeah, we're basically going to have to do this on the other side here. We're going to have 3 new figures that are going to represent my cursed armor set. So I've obviously got the fun flow armor trims. You could theoretically just make these yourself, but these came from an unofficial source. Very delightful. We've got the iron versions of these two. That's a chain helmet, actually, my bad. Place the second one over here, and because obviously, you know, you can technically just make these whenever, but I got these from the fun way, and then what we can do is we can take our chain helmet and chest plate, he's going to be the middle of the dudes, and we can add to that my efficiency leggings. Because I can only ever get the efficiency leggings and then later the boots, this is a great place to store it, and we can also make this into a guy who holds a bow and the other one too, and so this is my efficiency leggings resting place. Actually, you know, it's far too far forward, so we're gonna have to move this back. It looks terrible over here. I now have the world's most efficient leggings on the least efficient sign because it's so horrifically unreadable. But yeah, I now look forward to eventually getting those chain boots, which will be coming in the next update. And after that, maybe even iron. There's a lot of fun to be had in the idea behind it. But yeah, I love having a little, you know, cursed figures doing their own cursed things. And I hope that you have found this video to be fun, because this is, of course, a little bit of an experimental one. I feel like the Let's Play, we're doing a lot of fun things with it. As you probably know, we do the members only Let's Play, and I did that while looking for one of the Woodland Mansions. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, I still do want to do the update adventures style, where I'll give you the update on, say, 150, 200 days at a time. And so for day 6500, that's when I'll be doing the next one. The goal is to do that sometime in August, and so if you want to see me on my journey to 6500 days in this world, then make sure to check out the streams that will be happening over the course of this week, except today, of course, where we're doing MCC Live. I'm getting a new cape. My capes don't currently work, but that's a whole separate problem. And yeah, if you're curious as to how the whole inspiration for this video actually just came from a weird bit of research for a video about weird things that were removed from Minecraft's past. And yeah, this is just one little footnote in a wider video about weird cursed things from Minecraft. So I hope you're looking forward to seeing all of that. I hope that you enjoyed seeing today's video, because I got a bunch of Nevrack that I can take for my other future projects here. And most importantly, I hope that you have a very good day, because I'll see you in the next one, okay? Yeah, this was great. I enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought of the slightly shorter format, and if you are a member, make sure to check out the members only Let's Play 611.5, because I'll see you in the next one. Good if I'm alive. Sorry, I just like rhyming too bad. It's a problem. It makes your speech sound so much more credible. Like, if that guy's rhyming, then he must have thought about what he's saying a lot. even though you actually have to compromise your words to make sure they rhyme. But anyway, the important thing to say is I'm not going to compromise my words, but I am going to have to compromise my herds to get some new beef soon. Okay, thank you. See you next time. Bye.